time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win, yeah. Refuse, mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like told me, keep on running toes, they gon' take them. Used to lose, built to win, applied myself, I felt it in. No time for the doubt, they counting me out, I'm getting it in, yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win, yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win, applied myself, I felt it in.
Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. I'm excited about today's episode. I got my bro Tomo with me. Davey Dollar's not here today. So Tomo, how you doing, man?
Man, I'm doing good. It's been a quiet few days if you're a Wizards fan. So maybe another storms are brewing. But when it's time to talk sports, I'm feeling great, man. And also, I want to throw out one thing too. I know you're gonna go into more details, but this is the first show where y'all can hit up them super chats. So I mean, we've been talking about chats, but now we super chats. So with that being said, I got Dave not here, and like I said, with super chats, y'all already know what time it is. When y'all see them coins, it's time to
turn me up.
Man, so how you doing, Joe?
I'm good. I was ready for today's show. We had the whole weekend off. A lot of stuff happened over the weekend. A lot of people talking. NFL, NBA. I'm just ready to talk about it. So before we get into what we're going to talk about, make sure on 3 platforms we are streaming this on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Make sure y'all like the video on all 3 platforms, share the video on all 3 platforms, subscribe and follow on all 3 platforms. Like we said on Friday, congratulations to Refuse to Lose Sports is now a official YouTube partner. All right, so that's a huge thing right there. Like Tomo said, we got a comment section. You can actually hit up the super chats. All right, the super chats, it could be something like a donation or etc. A way to or get your comment pushed up for it. So that's a good tool that's been added to the Refuse to Lose Sports Network on the YouTube channels. That's huge right there. We also got memberships now, man. Memberships, so you could become a member. Man, Tomo's going to go over it, but there are 3 tiers to the membership. We got pro level, all-star level, superstar level. All right. Shout out to Jerry for being the first member.
Man.
And Refuse to Lose Sports. All right. So part of each membership has perks to it. If you want to become a member, click on the go to the description on Facebook, Twitter. Well, not only Twitter, but Facebook and YouTube. The first link right there is you can sign up for being a member. But part of the membership is being part of the chat. So Tomo, let's talk about those IG chats we got going on.
So man, I gotta change. We gotta revamp the script a little bit here because normally we be like, "Hey fellas, ladies, you want to join the chats? Hit us up on Instagram." But now we just want to reroute. If you're using Waze, you probably got a different voice. You probably use Arnold Schwarzenegger or like Morgan Freeman or somebody. But they be like reroute. We want you all to click the link in the description to become a member. And as Joe was saying before, with the tiers, each tier provides something different. If you want to be a pro, you can do that, for our 2K players. But if you also want to be all-star, I like how we name these too. Then you got superstar, depending upon your difficulty level and which sports knowledge you can join, So if you feel like you're a superstar, then hit the superstar. If you feel like you're an all-star, then you want to be an all-star. But if you feel like you Bradley, my bad. But if you feel like you're not a superstar just yet, hit that pro level. And with the chats, I mean, you can hit us up on Instagram. That's at Refuse to Lose Sports. The link will be there as well. But again, you have to click that link before you can get any benefits of these perks. I want to say that. Yeah, any benefits of the perks. Because the only thing you get right now for free is the show. But you want to make the show better, again, click that link. And the chats we have to offer, we have NBA/WNBA, we have NFL. Chat been going crazy today. We got Major League Baseball. Hats off to baseball with Teddy. We got college football, college basketball, both men's and women's. No, I didn't. We got the combat chat. It say boxing on the screen, but it's combat because it's mixed in. We got boxing, UFC, if you want to call it MMA, and we have a little bit of wrestling as well. So it's just all things physical sports as far as hand-to-hand contact. And again, it's refuse to lose sports on Instagram. Refuse the number 2 lose sports on Instagram. And Joe, you want me to break down some of these tier levels, or we?
Okay, go ahead, do your thing.
Okay. So with the pro level, right, you get the loyalty badges. If you're not really too sure what a loyalty badge is, if you're a Cowboy fan, just think of that. If you're an Eagles fan, just think of the logo, right? That's the badge you get. And you see Javon in the comments. For those who are listening, the chats get active, but the chats are active right now. But they get active, literally. One drop, boom, blows up. I'm telling you. Yep. And you get priority as far as the pro level, you get the priority comments, and you join one sports chat. Now with the all-star level, it's member-only videos. You can join multiple chats, and you request topics or segment nominees. So you can be like, hey, I want you guys to talk about why Dak is better than Josh Allen, or why Dak and Josh Allen are similar quarterbacks. But also think about this. With tier 2, you still get the same perks from tier 1. Then if you move up to the superstar, you get the benefits from both tier 2 and 1, but you get a little bit more. So you get exclusive rights to the R2L chat. Now that chat was specifically for folks that came on the show at first, but now you know you helping us help you, so you can get access to the R2L chat. You can be a guest on the show. You also get awards, plaques, and top performers. So for the new folks that came in, go back and watch the award show. We literally give out awards and plaques to the best analysts based upon views. So if you feel like you're better than those guys that you see before, come on here. Also, you get member shout outs. Also, I want to throw out one more thing too before we go on. Everyone that's been in the chats now, because my man did a cleanup. Joe did do a cleanup. Everyone that's been in the chats before we got monetized or grandfathered in. So as far as the chats, you are grandfathered into the chats. But we still need the support, fellas. And again, everyone up until this point, thank you. And Javon, Dak, and Josh Allen are the same.
Let's get it. Oh, that's y'all was talking about in the chat.
Yeah, man. He tried to get me riled up before the show started.
All right. So look, also shout out to BWT, Baseball with Teddy. So look, Teddy, anything baseball related. I mean, he's actually going to be interviewing some soon-to-be college baseball players also. So anything baseball related, you want to check out BWT, the Refuse to Lose Sports. If you're a diehard fan, casual fan, just a fan who wants to be a fan, watch BWT on Refuse to Lose Sports. And he's actually going to start streaming live also. All right, just like Refuse to Lose Sports show does. He's going to be having some episodes when he just go live and engage with the people in the comments. So stay tuned for that. Episode just dropped this morning. So make sure you gotta go back and check on our videos and look at the last video that was uploaded, and you will see the latest episode of BWT. All right, and last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Time on the floor is yours.
All right, man. So since we joined in the show, the NBA draft happened last week. It's been about a week. These guys fresh out of college, some of them fresh out of the G League, some fresh from overtime, the overtime league. But it feels like some of them may have been caught in a time warp because they just out here just throwing out random comments. It's like, I know when you play for the Dallas Cowboys, you say stuff to get the media attention, but I didn't think you had to do that when you was in the NBA. And we got Brandon Miller saying he expects the Hornets to make the finals next season. Brandon, I don't know what you're talking about, but maybe this clip can probably help me convince me just a little bit.
Now that you are a part of that team, how do you see yourself fitting into the mix?
Like you said, just making all the winning plays, doing whatever the team needs me to do. I think I see the Charlotte Hornets in the NBA Finals next year. So hopefully we'll get the big trophy at the
end. Joe. I watch basketball, but I'm gonna lean on you for this one. I'm gonna let you start with this one because I got some ignorant stuff to say. So I'm gonna go with the sensible person on this one.
All right. So look, I don't mind confidence. I don't mind trash talk. I don't mind none of that stuff. Like he made a bold statement. We know that. Just gotta back it up. My whole theory is if you're gonna talk big, you gotta show us what's going on. You gotta actually show up and live up to your hype that you put out there for yourself. And even if they don't make it to the NBA Finals, let's say they get to the second round and push their opponent to 7 games, people gonna respect that. They'll be like, I know he did say they could see him in the finals, but it didn't make it to the second round after last year not making it to the play-in. So he will get some props for that. You look at their roster, they got LaMelo, they got Brandon Miller, of course. They got Terry Rozier, who's stuck on a contract for the next 3 years, averaging $25 million a year. Kelly Oubre is a free agent. PJ Washington, free agent. And Gordon Hayward has an expiring contract next year, so they can kind of move him. So they're going to have to, to become a championship team, they GM got to go to work. Whoever their GM man is, if they make that happen, he's going to have to go to work, which I don't think it will happen, by the way. He's putting a lot of pressure on himself. Like I said, I love the confidence. I think Jordan respect that confidence. You know how he was going at Jordan and stuff like that? I think Jordan actually liked that. It was the complete opposite of Kwame Brown. Now, the pressure will be on, Tomo. We living in the social media world. Everybody clipping up everything. I need Brandon Miller to hit up Ja Morant and see how that worked out last year. I'm fine in the West. Because soon as they lost, what we see all night in social media all morning, all we saw was that clip going back, in repeat on different reels, different videos, different shows. I'm fine in the West. I'm fine in the West. I'm fine in the West. And it's some type of meme that comes after it. So he just got to back it up on the court. That's my thing on it.
All right. First things first, don't hit up Ja Morant. We already know how that can go left or right. All right.
Oh man, go ahead.
But when I heard about this, right, the first thing I thought about was, and I'm glad you got his comment up, is Vaughn. Remember what Vaughn said about Paolo and them being a top 5 team? The confidence is there because what happened in the comments, everybody was like, top 5? You sure y'all gonna be top 5? Like, then you saying like top 3 in the East? But again, with the confidence, just back it up. So I'm glad he kind of said that. I also didn't think Jordan was going to draft him because of that said confidence. You know, Jordan, for that reason, he took it personal. But I'm also thinking, like you said, I like the bar. You set the bar high, you aim high. But if your expectations just meet just below that, then to you know what you got to work towards. So that is good too. But but Brian, you know Boston just got Porzingis, right? Tatum didn't go anywhere. The Bucks still are the Bucks. The Heat could possibly get Dame. But even without Dame, they still made the finals. Cleveland, the Knicks, Bulls, Pacers, and Magic all were better than you last year. You are one player. And Ty said it in the comments too. If Melo don't play, then that's good luck for you because you need him on the court as well. You can't take this Hornets teams to the finals. Yep, he said good luck. Okay, we got our first super chat. Okay. Yeah, throw that one up there.
Hey, look, shout out to Trent, man. Hold on, how do I do this? There we go.
Just click it. Yep.
There we go. Shout out to Trent.
I'm gonna let you go. You can name the first one, man. Go ahead.
Hey, look. Better yet, my fellow Sacramento Kings. Who my cowbell at? Who my like to be, man? Come on.
I got you, man. I got you. Go ahead.
Let's go. Let's go, Trent. Hey, look. Congratulations. Refuse to lose. Joe, Tomo Dave, hard work pays off. Thank you for chasing your dreams. Hey, appreciate you. Beam. Light the beam. Let's go. My man Trent. Shout out to Trent.
Hey man, I don't even know how to react to that. It's my first time being part of a super chat, man. I'm gonna share the thugs here, man. Shout out to you, Trent. Hey man, that's like when you've been outside, you're like, oh, you gave me $1? Oh man, I appreciate that. But all right, let me get professional. Straighten back up. But yeah, I don't think the Hornets are better than those teams I just named. And even with Javon saying that top 5 comment, I like the confidence behind it. And I can see the confidence there because I seen Paolo play last year. I seen with the Magic have something brewing. It's just maybe the only question is the coach. When you think about the Hornets, you questioning GM, coach, then the team. With all that brewing, do you really think y'all can just make the finals that way? Look, man, the draft hat may have been a little too tight. That's all I'm saying.
Let's get it. All right. Shout out to Trent once again. All right.
No weed.
Yeah, I'm with you though, man. You know, it's I don't think they will. He's got back of it. I just know it's gonna be an arrow over his head every game. Like, hey, you sure? Y'all making this championship? Y'all 2-10. What's going on?
You talking about with the league? Imagine what Jordan gonna do. He gonna be sitting sideline with the big jeans, like, hey man, you said we was gonna win. But
We'll see.
Well, when you kicking cans and pushing buttons, man, you'll figure it out. But speaking of kicking cans and pushing buttons, Draymond Green, we talking about the Kings. It would be fitting that a King fan give us our first super chat. And now that we got to talk about the Kings stepping their way up, you know, stepping their way up to that second round of the playoffs. There's been talks right now saying that the Kings should pursue Draymond Green. I know you started the last segment, but this is your team. So I got to go back. You got to run it back, Joe. Should the Kings kick tires on Draymond?
I know we got a video for this one too. Let's roll the clip.
All right.
Mention this. Mike Brown is extraordinarily close to Draymond Green. Extraordinarily close. Mike Brown was the Draymond Green whisperer with the Warriors. Draymond Green is a free agent. They now have the money if they want to give him a premium over what he opted out of in Golden State.
Let's go. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Hey, somebody said some blasphemous comments once on the Mavericks. All right, here, Mavericks, get out of here. All right, look, here's my feedback on this, Tomo. All right, so I think it would be a great fit. All right, I think it'd be a great fit. Now, I do prefer to have a Brook Lopez, a Pascal Siakam, even an OG. I'd rather have those guys. I know OG is not better than Draymond, but he fits better with us. Because they all can stretch the floor and play, and they all can defend. What Draymond brings to the table that I want to say we lack really, but we did lack some leadership, you know, on the court. Now, we didn't really have that on the court leadership last year. Mike Brown in our press conference used to always say, I'm challenging De'Aaron Fox and Sabonis to be leaders on the court. Like, call each other out. Don't look at me, right? And he brings accountability. That's what Draymond does. He's going to hold you accountable. He's going to make sure you have perfection, not just in the games, but doing practice. He's going to be that second voice behind the player's voice that the coaches don't have to be. All right. He brings experience. Obviously, he's a 4-time NBA champ. He's been in every situation you could think of. He came back from being down 3-1, down 0-2. Shout out to Sacramento. All right. I mean, he's been in every situation. An experience, something we lacked in Game 7. All right. So that's my thing, Vaughn. Having Draymond and Sabonis on the floor together, how it's going to look. That's a good question. I think it's a great fit. I don't think our offense is going to be super explosive last year, but our defense will take a big jump, I believe. So with the defense, we had a #1 offensive rating of all time last year. And what did that give us on? First round exit. All right. At the end of the day, to be an NBA champion, you got to be able to play defense. All right. Denver had an awesome offense too, but Denver showed us in the playoffs that they can be a good defensive team. Oh yeah, in the NBA Finals against Miami. I don't know if it's just Miami not having a baggage guy, you know, like a guy that got a bag like Tyler Hero, or they actually play some good defense. Sorry, Dave. So we also lack physicality. I think Draymond will bring that also to the table. Now, after the playoff series against the Warriors, I feel like regardless, we are going to get better next year defensively. I believe that because we got that playoff experience. But at the end of the day, Draymond is a 4-time NBA champion. Mike Brown has chemistry with Draymond. I would love to pick up, and I trust Mike Brown.
First things first. Brian Windhorse. Anyone from the DMV area, you know about NBC4, right? The news. Remember Pat Collins?
Pat Collins.
Rest in peace of Pat Collins. Man, Pat Collins was the most dramatic person on the news. He would take the simplest story and make it so dramatic. Brian Windhorse is that for ESPN. Did you not see the moments? Like, he was just like, I thought Draymond passed away the way he was talking. Like, Mike Brown, the whisperer. We know this. Mike Brown knows this. When he declined the option, what better place for him to go than up the coast? Because what did he say in the playoffs? They right down the street. This ain't no road game for us. They was talking trash because they right there. And also everything you said about just being that leader, y'all kind of need that. I don't know how Draymond will feel coming off the bench, but I see the question that Von asked about Sabonis and Draymond being on the court together. I don't see Mike Brown doing that. I see him being more like, hey, Draymond, you want to come off the bench? Because that lead that second unit. Because think about Draymond and Malik Monk in that second unit. So now you got your scorer and you got your defensive leader on the fast breaks. Because Draymond can lead a break and he's going to put the ball in the right person's hands. He didn't give it to KD that one time, but he'll make sure Malik Monk, if he open on that three, he'll get the ball to him because he's used to that type of offense. Mm-hmm. And just think about this. Draymond's defensive rating in his career is 103.1, right? The rating that you all had last year was 115.3. So why not just add to that tool belt? I still think, like you said, you all do need a big, just one extra center that can rim protect. Because, again, the size difference is what was going to kill you all when it came to, like, the Nuggets and the Lakers. I still think you all would have beat the Lakers. That's just me. But with that there and the championship deal, oh, there we go. I know you believe it. I'm just saying when I threw it out there, a lot of people was calling me. They was like, man, what? But anyway, the championship DNA and him being in almost every situation in the NBA. Now, imagine if Draymond was on that Kings team going up against that Warriors team when y'all went up 2-0. I don't think I lose that series because he like, look, I've been in this position before. I know what to do here. Granted, Mike Brown was the coach, but if he had a Draymond there, he literally could have found a way to stop, at least slow Steph down and make Klay the efficient ball, the number one option there. Because some people are saying Klay is washed, but if he was the number one option in that series, I think you all got a better chance because Steph was dropping 50 balls. Like that was just crazy. Pause. But yeah, Draymond. If I'm the Kings, I will pick the phone up. I wouldn't just etch it out.
Mm-hmm. I do like see Draymond's not my first go-to. You know, like I heard Javon in the comments saying he don't like the fit. I think we would be a better overall team with than without Draymond. Let me put that there.
Okay.
All right. I think we would. And Draymond played with Kevon Looney last year, and Kevon Looney can't shoot not a lick. You know, at least Sabonis. Cassie, he has a mid-range jump shot, which he will take more this year. So I do think that he would help in our locker room. So he reminds me. I'm not even gonna put that out there. But what Mark said when he said Kings should find a way to get Jackson Hayes from the Pelicans. I like that. I think Jackson Hayes would be a good dude, but I would rather get a Brook Lopez. I'd rather get a Pascal Siakam, or I'd rather get an OG. I want my again Chris Middleton. So those free agents I'm looking to more versus a Draymond or a Jackson Hayes, somebody said in the comments.
That's interesting. And why Chris Middleton?
I like Chris Middleton. See, if we get Chris Middleton, then we might be willing to trade what's the name? Kevin Huerter for a bid, for a bigger, probably for a center. Okay. Kevin Huerter, he was terrible in the playoffs. Let's be real. He's terrible in the playoffs, even though he had a crazy season. And Kevin Huerter defensively is not good. I mean, he's terrible. So Chris Middleton, I'm not going to say he's a shooter like Kevin Huerter, but he's a good shooter and he's a good defender. And he's an NBA champion. So he brings that experience with us. And he still won't be the best player. It will still be De'Aaron Fox. So, it's not like he's coming there trying to get more shots and all that stuff. He's another guy that can create his own shot. He can do literally everything Kevin Huerter can do. Kevin Huerter is just a better shooter. Okay. So that's why I like Chris Middleton. Only thing about Chris Middleton is he's injury prone. So I don't know if we would go out and try to get Chris Middleton because of that one reason.
Okay, so you playing chess, not checkers. I see what you're saying. You bring in one piece and then you move out another, and then you can probably get a Brook. Okay, I like that. So speaking of chess and not checkers, the Cowboys are at it again, man. They at it again. Now, my man, DeMarcus Lawrence is out here talking. Last time he talked, it didn't look good on that Monday night, man. It didn't look good. But I'm gonna let you play this clip, man. Because
those are my notes. So go ahead.
No, I'm gonna let you play the clip, man. Because it just didn't. It don't fit right when he get to talking.
Let's get it.
far do you think that gap is between Philly and where you guys are and where you finished last year? Because we know how important it is to get home field advantage.
Yeah, I don't feel like it's a huge gap at all. I feel like it comes down to, certain details of not just the scheme, but also of your locker room. I feel like, through this time right now, when we headed the training camp, that, we make those adjustments. We learn those different things that we need to learn about our teammates so we can, fully function the way we should out there on the field.
Tom, you like what you heard?
Stop the cap.
All right. I'll let you go the last two. I knew I was going to have to go first on this one. So first things first. I kind of did like what I heard. I like what I heard there. I just don't like something about with these Cowboy players. It's like the right message, but sometimes it comes from the wrong player. Like, I'd rather DeMarcus Lawrence kind of talk like how – no, I don't want him to talk like Michael, because if he talked like Michael, we probably win 8 games, because that's what he did that Monday night. He talked like Michael, and then he got ugly for us. But I don't think the gap is that big. And if you are a real football fan, I'm not even going to discredit the people who are casual fans, but if you watch both teams and you've just been following the Cowboys and the Eagles, you can clearly see that these two teams are the best team right now in the NFC East. Right now, just based upon what we've seen. The Commanders and Giants have gotten better. They both have gotten better. I'm going to say it one more time. They both have gotten better. But if we're talking about right now, based on consistency, the Eagles and the Cowboys are the best two teams in the NFC East. No questions at quarterback as far as who's starting or what you expect from them. Because what do you expect from Hurts? Hopefully he does the same thing he did last year, and the same thing with Dak. He's going to get to the playoffs, and what is going to be? You don't expect too much, because I'm already about to have this debate when I get off the show. But as far as the gap, the Eagles team, they did lose major pieces on that defense. Major pieces. They retooled it in the draft. So you're talking about expectations versus what they already had. With the Cowboys, they did the opposite. They filled in with veteran presence instead of the draft. They did go out and get a defensive tackle. However, they had a defensive tackle last year who they got mid-season, and now he's going to be there, which is a vet. It's not a rookie. So you get Stephon Gilmore to back up as your corner, because Anthony Brown, 50-50. And then you go get Brandon Cooks. I mean, there were other receivers out there. There's one out there right now. I mean, I wish they would have waited, but I mean, I'll take Brandon Cooks because he's on the team. But if D-Hop was out there, I'm taking D-Hop. I'm not crazy.
Of course.
DeMarcus Lawrence says, I don't feel like there's a huge gap. I told him, blah, blah, blah. It comes down to certain details. When he says that, that's what got me. What do you mean details? What do you mean by that? Because we won 12 games last year, and we won 12 games before that. And what's the team that put us out both years? The 49ers. So what details are you alluding to? Because are you not watching film enough? Is that the fine detail that you mean? Because Michael was there when we lost to the 49ers.
Hold on, Tomo. I know this is blasphemy, but you accept it. An Eagles fan sent a super chat and doing a Cowboy segment.
You knew what time it was.
And it was fun. Shout out to Kevo, man. Shout out to Kevo. Let's read it out right here. Shout out to the guys. It's up from here. It's hashtag R2L. Thanks to Trent. I can't use my how we did it first hashtag this time. But hashtag Solace Mark 2023. Hashtag Hurt Season. Shout out to Kevo. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you.
All right, side note. These super chats about to go crazy because of how competitive these chats are. I just want y'all to know, because you see what he just did there. Now, Mark, you got to respond. You got to respond, man. You got to. And you can't respond with just a regular chat now. Kev done set the bar high. I like what you did there. Kev might be like Jerry Jones.
Hey, look, we can't show Mark comment.
Look, man, look at Dave. Dave was like, Dave know too. He in the comments. He said, come on, Kev. But as far as the gap, it's not Grand Canyon-esque. And even Eagles fans know that. They know that. They may have us on the offensive side right now because they know what they got on their offense. But as far as defense, come on, bro. Number one team in takeaways. The team that was behind us, it was the Pats and the 49ers. They had 30. We had 33. And then the Eagles was third. They had 30 takeaways. But then they'll jump out there and say, but what about how we was attacking the quarterback? This goes back to what I said earlier. You got a new defensive tackle. You got a young rookie in Nolan Smith. You got a couple. Your linebackers are 50-50. Your number one safety is now in Detroit, still bashing y'all every chance he get. But CJ Garner is now in Detroit. Y'all know how I feel about. I'm gonna be professional. Y'all know how I feel about Bradbury. And then Slade was 1 foot out the door. He was about to go to Baltimore, and then Howie made the phone call. So it's a lot of questions as far as defensive side, but the offensive side, I'll let y'all have that right now. But we got y'all on defense because we know what's in the room. So as far as that gap, we may be talking about Old Navy, Banana Republic. That's what we talking about, but we ain't talking about real huge gaps. All right.
All right, cool. So look, first of all, I'm not mad at what he said. All right, the way he said it was humbly. Like he didn't say it out of arrogance like he did last year on Monday night, like he said. He said that, I'm like, man, they gotta see us. That's what he said. Like it wasn't like, no, man, he was like, they ain't play us yet. That's basically, I think that's what he said.
Yeah.
So I like the gap is not that big. All right, as far as between the Cowboys and the Eagles, he's right. The 2 games, first of all, y'all records, y'all only 2 games off on the record. Let's start there. All right. And number 2, y'all played each other, one without each quarterback. Mm-hmm. The first time y'all played them, Cooper Rush threw 3 interceptions. Jalen Hurts threw 0. Jalen Hurts does a great job not to turn the ball over. But y'all held Jalen Hurts like 180 total yards. You know, like it wasn't like Jalen Hurts let y'all up. Cooper Rush kept putting y'all in bad predicaments. That's what happened. And y'all lost by 9, but that game was closer than what the score says. And then the second time y'all played them, Dak let them up, even though what's the name?
Minshew.
Garner Minshew let y'all up too, but y'all had injured DBs and stuff like that. But so did the Eagles too. So y'all never played a fair game. Now, it's not a huge gap between y'all, but you know what the gap is? The quarterback play. It's the quarterback play, Tomo. I'm sorry.
If we going off last year, you got it. Go ahead.
Yeah, the main difference last year was the quarterback play. I'm sorry. It really was. I mean, y'all both played the 49ers last year in the playoffs. One team won, one team lost. Now, I know the Eagles played against the guy who helped me move my couch into my house yesterday. The 49ers had him my quarterback, all right? Dude, had to get that man in tilt, man, because he looked scared back there. So, I know they played against him. But the difference in that big game was the turnovers. Jalen Hurts, even though he didn't have a great game, he didn't turn the ball over. Dak turned the ball over in 2 crucial moments. I mean, y'all up. I mean, it's not up. Y'all defense is dominating. Scored 0-0 midway through the first quarter. And he throws a pick in his own territory that was led to a field goal. DeMarcus Lawrence had a sack, I think, in that drive, right?
So did.
I think he had 2 sacks. He had the sack on the first drive and the second one. And then the score is 6-6. Meaning, really should have been 6-3 because they got that 1 field goal because of Dak's interception. The score is 6-6 right before the halftime, and Dak throws a pick in your own territory on a 2nd and 2. Like, why are you forcing the ball on a 2nd and 2 with like a minute and some change left?
That's not. Hold on, he threw the interception. I think that was a play where the middle of the pocket opened up, like you know Moses was walking through, and he could have just walked right into the first down. But yes, he threw the pick. Yep.
Yeah, he threw it, and Ward was right there. He tipped it, and Fred Warner caught it. So it's just those. I honestly think Dak is good enough for y'all to win a Super Bowl. I think I have a good enough team to win a Super Bowl. It's just those minor mistakes that he makes in those crucial moments. It's like, dude, maybe he's not the guy, but he does have the talent for y'all to win. So I think that's the gap. And when the gap is the quarterback, he's probably wrong. It probably is a huge gap because that's a big guy. Jalen Hurts doesn't turn the ball over, and Dak does. That's a huge difference. So if y'all don't fix that problem, it's gonna always be a gap.
Now I would let us go to the next segment, but I can't let that happen like that. So that might not be to you for what you were saying. It may be the gap, but to me, I think that's what DeMarcus Lawrence was trying to say about the details in the locker room. Because that is the fine details of the game. If you're watching enough film, you know not to throw the ball there. You know, to get the first down, and we live to fight another play. So I agree with you there. But we can't also, like, I'm glad we had this discussion in the chat because it was funny. We was talking about gaps earlier as far as just receivers. Now, on one hand, we can't say you got to show me again with Jalen Hurts with the whole we're not turning the we're not turning the ball over. But if he come out this year, because Dak's not known to throw this many interceptions in a season. So if that go back to being protect the ball Dak, is it really a major gap?
See, I don't think it's a major gap. I'm gonna say that. I don't think it's a major
I'm talking about
gap.
that quarterback.
Yeah. No, I don't think it's a major gap quarterback, but turnovers, that's the gap.
Okay.
That's the
I got
gap.
it. Okay. On offense.
Right?
All right. Yep, you're right.
Before you
That's
go for it, before you go for it, shout out to Vaughn.
You already go ahead.
Shout out to Vaughn. Hey, every dollar counts. 99-cent super chat. Shout out to Vaughn. And he said that he didn't put it in the comment, but he said that's for Dak.
You see the beauty of being on the show. You can come up with some quick wit. See if you had $1. You came up short, just like Josh Allen. You needed to give us $1, man.
That's hilarious.
But yeah, I mean, I agree with you too. That he did say humble because I watched it too and was like, hold up, who is this guy? So yeah, the gap, turnovers, we agree there. The details, I think he was talking about Dak.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
Yeah. So.
man, these super chats is going up, man. Shout out to y'all. And for those that's watching, y'all see we on another level. Last week y'all ain't see super chats. Now y'all see them. So make sure y'all hit that like button and hit that super chat button. Every dime makes $1. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Zion. But speaking of running backs and decisions, okay, this one shook the table up a while ago. You know, we had Coach and we had Carl on here, and we were talking about Dalvin Cook and what is the best fit for Dalvin Cook. Now, two people on this panel, not this one, but two people on that panel said some things that had a little some head scratches. You know, one of them was being me. I'll say me, and the other one was that's funny, Chef Coach. Chef Coach. Now we're talking about best fits. Ever since then, we've been hearing about the Patriots. We heard a little bit about Miami. Now we're talking about the Jets. For some reason, he wants to stay in this division. I don't understand, but like
I didn't repeat that.
Yeah, like give us something. You know, you just within the division. But recently, it's been said that Dalvin Cook may sign with the Jets. Joe, I don't think that's going to work. I know what I said about the Patriots recently. A running back got cut. But also, only reason I picked the Patriots in that moment is because he can add and probably be another safety net for Mac Jones. This is why I said that. They also are tied to D-Hop. Most people are saying that him and D-Hop together, they want to play together, but then you got other reports that come out and say, nah, they don't want to do that. But if you Belichick, you kind of want to make this happen. You don't want Dalvin Cook to go to the Jets. They already got Aaron Rodgers. They already got the young running back. I can't think of his name right now, but they also got the weapons on the outside. That's the last thing you want is for them to get another weapon. I told you.
You can read this one. Go
All
ahead.
right. Because it's time.
I ain't repeat.
Look, for the folks out there who are not on this visual journey with us, Ty gave us a $9.99 super chat. We just round up. We can say $10.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll do that for you too, Vaughn. It was $1. Now, Kevo done started a comp, but shout out to R2L. P.S. Not counting Trent's post in this comp. Hashtag I got kids to feed. Hashtag they pay Lamar. So if they pay Lamar, then pay us.
Hey, is this $99.40 guaranteed?
Hey. Nah, hopefully it ain't like the Odell. It ain't like the Odell contract. We gotta give him 3 more episodes, and then we get the extra 5 on the back end.
All these incentives in it.
Yeah.
Shout out.
But for me right now, I did say the Patriots, but looking at the landscape, I look at Dalvin Cook's next move need to be just wait till after either training camp and see who's out there. Don't run through no trash cans like Zeke. You don't got to do all that, all right? Just wait till training camp is over, see what rookies get cut. Also, training camp injuries happen. Right after that, then you make your decision. Would I love for it to be the Patriots? Yes, because of my take. But wherever you go, you will be the best fit. Dallas is one of the, I say, out of all the teams we named, I think Dallas is the ultimate best fit for you. But if you do go to the Patriots and D-Hop signs, that'll be a good look. Patriots, I'm making it happen because I don't want them to go to the Jets, flat out. It's already going to be tough for y'all to beat Miami, but just think about now you got Josh Allen and the Bills, because Diggs may be gone. Then you got to think about Aaron Rodgers with that firepower they already had on defense. Now they got a quarterback that can at least keep them in the game, if not win the game for them and let the defense take off. And Miami, come on now, it's Miami. Like, there's no slouch there. That's a hard day in the office, as long as two are not falling. But that's a hard day. Joe, what's your take?
So you got Dallas as number one option.
Number one, but Patriots is my personal take.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah.
The safe face.
Yep.
All right, so look. Now, Dallas, I can see it, Pollard coming off a big injury. He's back now, I heard. They got rid of Zeke. Yeah, they signed a running back, though.
Ro Jones.
Okay, Ro Jones. Okay, so Dalvin Cook will fit there. Nowadays we are running back by committee now, right? Mm-hmm. And Pollard hasn't ran as an every down back yet in his career, so it's nothing new, him splitting carries with Dalvin Cook, and they're kind of somewhat similar. So that would be a good plus for y'all. But Dalvin Cook is a better actual every down back running back. But he can do a lot with the ball in his hands like Pollard. So my best fit for him would be the Chiefs, obviously, or the Bills. I think those two will be the best fit. But I think he's going to Miami. They're going to Miami because Miami also have two running backs. All right, they got Raheem Mostert and they got Wilson, two former 49er running backs. But both of them had injury issues in the past. So bringing in Dalvin Cook will be good. He's a Florida guy. I mean, he went to school in Tallahassee and Florida. He went to Florida State, right? He went to Florida State, I think. All right, if I'm not mistaken. I know he went to school in Florida, but that's his town. He's a Florida guy. Perfect. You go to Miami, you got a chance to win a Super Bowl. Oh, look like your camera. Okay, sorry, y'all. Hold on. I'm bad. I don't know what happened. I got too excited over the super chats. All right, so look. So if he go to Miami, they got a chance to win the Super Bowl.
He did go to Florida State.
He went to Florida State. All right, cool. Yeah. The good thing about Miami, they got a lot of attention at receiver. So a lot of the attention is not going to be on the running back. It's going to be on Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill. So, and then you working with a guru at offensive coordinator and Mike McDaniels. I like that, but I like the Bills though because the Bills, they need a running back. They actually need a running back. And I know everybody keep talking about the running backs they already got. They don't run the ball that much. I mean, if you got Dalvin Cook, I promise you, if they got Dalvin Cook, they're going to run the ball more. So I think the Bills should go out and try to get Dalvin Cook. I'm not sure what their cap situation is looking like. They did just extend their coach. But
and the GM, right? They extended both of them.
And I think they they did. GM and the coach. Now, I do think that the Pats, I don't know. He did tease that him and D-Hop teaming up, and T.R. got a lot of speculation with the Patriots. So I don't know about all that. So I don't know if him going to the Patriots would be a good idea for him, an ideal place for him, unless he signed like on a 1-year contract, just to get some production and sign a big contract next year. But he's a running back. I mean, what's the name? Gordon said it. Gordon from the Broncos who went to the Chiefs and won a Super Bowl without doing anything. He said himself. He said Melvin Gordon. He said that the running back position is the worst position in football in today's NFL.
That was a "You're Done Son" segment. Actually, I'm glad you.
Exactly. I even put down in the chat. I said "You're Done Son" all over again. Basically, Tomo had a whole "You're Done Son" segment on running backs. So I don't know what Dalvin Cook is trying to do because if wherever he goes, it's not like he'll get another big contract after he leaves where he goes. He's a running back at the end of the day. So. Like I said, Chiefs is always a good destination for anybody. D-Hawk, you want to go to Chiefs? Cook, go to the Chiefs. You get used well, or the Bills. I think those are top two teams he should consider. But like I said, I think he's going to Miami. He definitely going to Dallas. Sorry, Tom.
Oh, that's cool. I'm not like rooting for him to actually come there. I'm just saying, as far as like running back rooms, if you scour the league, you're like, who actually needs another starting running back, because it is by committee. So you're saying you think Pollard, and then you're like, what else? When you think of the Eagles, Miles Sanders is gone, but I got you, Mark. You got Jalen Hurts, then you got but then even with the Bills, I mean, I dropped a clip in the chat earlier. the way they're talking about how Josh Allen has to run the ball and throw the ball, so then you got Josh Allen and then you got who else? So if you're just talking about the running backs in that situation, so if he was to go to the Bills, I know the running thing is they don't like to run the ball, or they don't opt to run the ball as much as they should. But I think their downfall is not that. I think they're the flip side of Dallas when it comes to that. They want to throw the ball. When the running game is working with them, I will say they're the same. Then they have the Kellen Moore aspect. When the run game is working, they say no, get a ball to Josh Allen. What are you doing? Why would we run it here? And it's the same thing with Kellen Moore. And I think that's why Austin Eckler was trying to get out of there too, because he's going to see it that with the Chargers, when the run game is working, Kellen Moore's like, scrap that, we about to throw it. So honestly, I think a good situation would be with y'all, but y'all already have 2 running backs, and I don't know how y'all feel about Gibson.
I think we're going to use him a lot more.
So then, that kind of exiles you all out. But that would be nice, though.
And we drafted a running back, too.
He can watch. He can watch, but
I'll take Dalvin Cook. I ain't complaining. You know?
Hey, I don't want it to happen, but I'm just throwing it out there. But yeah, with the market, you even got Tony Pollard now talking about how he wants to take a reduced cap hit contract next year so he can stay with the team longer. Because you can clearly see that after your franchise tag, you're not really going to get paid. And I kind of feel bad for Saquon Barkley, too, for what he's going through.
Yeah, he got a deadline coming up, too. That's going to be a topic on the show very soon. His deadline's coming up, too, so we'll see on that. And then also, like, our situation when it comes to spending money, we got a situation where we haven't really extended nobody yet because of the ownership situation. So, like, we haven't really put out new contracts and anything like that. Everything's on hold when it comes to contract talk. Like, Cam Carroll is due for a new contract. Like it's multiple people in our roster, but all talks has been put on hold until ownership is cleared up. So that's why another reason why I don't think we're gonna go out and get Dalvin Cook. Now we might sound like somebody, off the street, like somebody that's not really wanted, but a Dalvin Cook, I don't think we even calling for him.
Man, hey Zeke, you should have listened to DeMarco Murray, man. You let them folks run you down into the ground, and now nobody even want to sign you. We're not even talking about Zeke. Like, he's out there too.
Yeah. Is any a lot of speculation him coming back to y'all?
It is, but they know it's not. Real insiders know it's not happening. They just saying that to keep their name, keep the media cycle going.
Yeah. I think you can hope a team, he'll be a good short down his back.
Yeah.
You get to the goal line with Zeke, be your helmet on, come on. Call Zeke up. Like against our 49ers, that 49ers playoff game, man. You know how many short yardage plays he converted on for y'all?
Come on.
It was one play when it was like a bad handoff, and then he had to make a move and lunge for the extra 2 yards to get the first down on the third down.
But that was always his thing, he always leaned forward as far as just gaining extra yards. The only time he didn't lean forward was when he was the center. So
Kellen Moore gone now, so
hey,
Mike McCarthy.
Nah, man, you gotta square up if I'm him. Nah, you gotta see me. That's not about to be my last play, bro. Like, nah.
Yeah, I can't wait. Y'all play the Chargers too next year, so
yeah, we got this. Oh, I can't wait till we do this NFC East panel. Oh, it's gonna be interesting.
Let's go.
It's gonna be interesting.
Can't wait. Hopefully, we do an AFC West panel. We can get Bibby on.
Hey, Broncos, let's ride.
Broncos country. Let's
ride. he was about to cry.
All right.
But let's get on to some quick news. Quick news and takes. Refuse to lose quick news and takes. We had a trade happen. John Collins has finally been traded from the Atlanta Hawks. They've been talking about this for like 6 years, and they finally got it done. He's been traded to the Utah Jazz. I think you said they got back Rudy Gay and some second-round picks. I think this month is the month of second-round picks. So if you got some in the NBA, just trade them away. The Wizards done started something. But Joe, what's your take on this?
All right. So for Utah, I like it kind of. They had to spend the money. They have extra money to spend. They are not about to go out and try to rebuild a team in 1 year. They got a lot of picks. They got young players they're going to work with. So they're like, let's just use this contract up and get John Collins, So I like it. I like the fact that they will have size in the front court kind of remind me of the Cavaliers 2 years ago when Lauri Markkanen played for them. Right? They had Jaron Allen, Evan Mobley, and Lauri Markkanen. So with this front line, you got John Collins, Lauri Markkanen, and Kessler. So the thing is, John Collins can play the 3, but so can Lauri Markkanen play the 3. He's a 7-footer at a 3 position for real. That's what he is. Now, defensively, off the dribble, you play all of them at the same time. It might not be good, but Kessler is there to clean up. I mean, that's what he's there for. Like, he literally replaced Rudy Gobert. Every time he played Utah, it was a problem. If you watched Utah last year, you would know that they got size.
Hold on, Joe. I'm sorry. It's Rudy Gobert. I said Rudy Gay. I don't know why I'm thinking about Rudy Gay. It's Rudy Gobert.
What?
They got traded. In the early, I said Rudy Gay.
Oh, yeah. You said Rudy Gay because he got traded in this trade. Yeah, he got traded in this trade. All right. Okay. So I know what you meant, though, but for the viewers.
Yeah. They're like, what, bro? What are you talking about over there? Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about this trade with Utah is Taylor Hendricks. The rookie they just drafted is going to probably hinder his growth. He played that same position. And then for Atlanta, I love it because you got rid of a big contract. I got a feeling they're going to go big fishing this free agency. They already said that they are willing to go into the luxury tax. You got a new GM at Landry Fields, former player, and you got Quinn Snyder, the new coach. They got big expectation this year. So players I would go look for if I'm the Hawks: Chris Middleton, Jeremy Grant, Kyle Kuzma, something for that 4 position. Or I wouldn't be mad if they go out and get like somebody like a Christian Wood to play next to Clint Capella. So I can see the Hawks being real aggressive this free agency.
I can see it too, especially with the situation they're coming off. They got the new coach there now. So they have a new coach, new philosophy. All that stuff that happened with Trae Young is now possibly, hopefully, in the past. And now you got Trae Young, and you got the young backcourt in general. And you add that there. Christian Wood would be nice as well because John Collins, they need something to fill the space that John Collins was in. Although he may be, sometimes he had that defense. He was a liability on defense at times, but he also was that spark. You know, sometimes you could just lob it up, you get you a quick dunk, and he was there for the rebounds. And now with Clint Capella, you gotta find somebody. You can find somebody to feed off of him. But for some reason with teams in the NBA, they just seem to forget about their bench at times. They just always aim for the starting 5 and then forget about the real pivotal pieces, and that's your bench. Regardless if you go 8-man, 9-man rotation throughout the season, and then of course you got to condense it in the playoffs, but you also got to think about that chemistry with the second unit. And that's one of the big things that the Warriors sparked with the strength in numbers. So I think Atlanta, in the Eastern Conference was real top heavy. And some people may think the top heavy is a little shaky. Some people think that because Porzingis with the injuries, like I named all the teams before, but you have a chance to get your name back up there. They were the ones that beat the Heat the first in the play-in game, right? They beat them first, then they lost to the Knicks, right? Okay,
so they lost to the Hawks.
The Raptors.
No, they
they got in, and then they lost to the Celtics. But that's another playoff run right there with some experience. You get you a big to match up with Porzingis, because right now Paolo's gonna be like a top 5 player, so you gotta be ready for that too. So yeah, it's time to be real aggressive. And you see what the Wizards are doing. They may do it, they like 2nd round picks up here. Make something happen for Kuzma, sign and trade.
Yeah. I think I think the Hawks gonna do something big. I think they're gonna trade Hunter, the small forward shooting guard they got. I think they're gonna trade him.
I don't like you trading all my Terps, man. You ready to get red velvet out of here? Now you want Hunter gone from the Hawks?
Oh man, what's going on, man? Come on, man, what's going on with this? Like Draymond spoke nice to you today. Come on, bro.
Nah, it's the Terps now.
It's the Terps now. Yeah, but I mean, Utah is doing a good job. They had to spend that money. They had to. It's kind of like when y'all get Otto Porter a max contract. Y'all had to do it.
So that we appreciate everyone for watching the show. Why would you bring that back up, man? That was dumb.
That was an excuse. We had to pay it. Y'all could have got multiple role players for that crap, man. Otto Porter on a max contract.
Anytime someone calls you and say, "Hey, we want to give Otto Porter this," it was the Nets at that. The Nets wanted to give him the money, and the Wizards like, "We gonna match it." No, bye.
Oh, what?
Bye. Have fun.
Tripping. But you got him a ring though, in Golden State.
Hey, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Hey, we got a former Golden State player. We making the playoffs, baby.
But we got sign us a former Wizard this all season, man.
I
Come
told
on.
you. Just went out. Go get Kuzma.
Literally like the last two finals. Like
Last two. We can go back. We can date history on that.
even 2020 with the Lakers. No, who was 20? Who was 21? 21 was Milwaukee. I don't know who y'all had in Milwaukee.
I don't think we had nobody on Milwaukee.
Okay, that was they had Giannis. That's what it was. It was an anomaly.
They went up against Chris Paul. That's what happened.
Dang.
But that concludes the show. Yeah, that concludes the show, Joe.
Yeah. Expand bars. I get it. All right. So look, y'all, great show today, man. First of all, appreciate everybody that's been watching today. Make sure we got streamers on 3 platforms: on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Make sure y'all like the video on all 3 platforms, share it on all 3 platforms, subscribe and follow on all 3 platforms. Right? Appreciate y'all for using that comment section. I do want to read. This is our first time having the super chats. All right. And we have 4 individuals give out super chats. We want to give them another shout out. You know, I know you veteran YouTubers probably looking at us like, look at them, they so happy before. Hey, listen, man, we appreciate everything. All right. We're gonna appreciate this moment. So first, shout out to Trent. All right, Trent. Hey, my fellow King member in the chat and on the show. Light is only right. Oh, I forgot the extension. All right.
You forgot how excited she was throughout the season?
Hey, they got a new beam up too. It's brighter, they said. It's brighter. They ain't going away with the beam. Another year with the beam.
I like that.
It might be the last year though.
Nah, I like that. Y'all gotta keep that going.
So congratulations to this is from Trent. He sent a $20 super chat. Congratulations, refuse to lose. Joe, Tomo Dave, hard work pays off. Thank you for chasing your dreams.
Turn me up.
Let's go. Shout out to Kevo. He had to put green. All right.
You know.
Shout out to Kevo. You know, he sent his chat, Eagles fan, in the middle of a Cowboys talk while Tom was talking, by the way. That he just put a Kanye at the Grammys, right? He just you know,
he timed that perfect.
He timed perfect. Shout out to the guys. It's up from here. Hashtag R2L. Thanks to Trent, I can't use my how we did it first hashtag this time. But hashtag Silence Mark 2023.
You got a campaign going. This is
hashtag her season. Hashtag her season. All right. And then listen, every penny counts. Every penny counts. Shout out to Vaughn with the super chat. He don't have them for 99 cents or $1. He doesn't have the message right there, but the message said that's for that. All right. Another super chat going on in the middle of a Cowboy segment. And lastly, my man Tyrone's biggest enemy on the show, but not a true enemy.
We got a truce.
Rival, I should say. Rival.
We have a truce. I don't know if you want me to tell people, but we have a truce.
Yeah, do?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead. Go first. Go ahead and read the super chat.
No. I gotta read. I don't want to read it. Like,
I'll read it. So look, Tyrone Parker, $9.99, $10, right? By the way, to be a superstar is the same thing. Ty, you might as well be a superstar. All right. But anyway, now Kevo done started a competition. But shout out to Refuse to Lose. P.S. Not counting Trent Post in this competition because he sent $20. Hashtag I got kids to feed. Hashtag they pay Lamar. That was cool. I go ahead. What's the truth?
But yeah, so after the award show, you clearly see, everyone wants to get their numbers up. So Ty came to me and said, "Hey man, we're gonna set this award to the side because I'm trying to get my numbers up." I said, "Hey man, by all means, do your thing, player. But I will get my last shot. I'm sorry. You're not gonna clip me up and think I'm gonna just let the truth slide like that."
I think you about to say something about Jordan slander or something like that.
Nah. But yeah, so everybody trying to get their numbers up, man. You like, look, man, no more jokes. I'm here for business now. So respect.
Let's get it. All right, y'all. So look, I'm gonna let Tomo, let's talk about the memberships and all that stuff and the IG chats. Go ahead and take it away, my guy.
So with the IG chats, man, you have to be a member now. Hey, we tried to warn y'all. We tried to let y'all know, like, look, we said it on, I think we said it, when did we have it? Thursday? We said it Thursday, Friday. Then you had Saturday, you had Sunday. You know, you had all day up until nope. You had 5 a.m. Monday morning. Joe did the cleanup early. And actually he came knocking like the Fed. Hey, who is this? They gotta go, man. They ain't been talking. They gotta go. So now you have to click the link to become a member to join the chats. However, there's tiers when you want to join these chats. Okay. When I speak of these chats, I mean, we have NBA/WNBA. We have the NFL. We have Major League Baseball. Hats off to baseball with Teddy. We have college football, college basketball, both men's and women's. We have the boxing chat, aka the combat chat, because we mix it in with UFC/MMA with a little bit of wrestling. So again, hand-to-hand combat. And with these chats, I'm going to say this early in the show, so you all can get me for that one. I'm going to say this early. You get the latest news, updates, trades, and everything before your favorite sports apps. Like literally, I just got a text from Bradley Beal saying that he was about to post his goodbye letter, and boom, next thing you know, 30 minutes later, Bleacher Report got it. Also with these chats, you get healthy debates, and you can just, man, you can find some business partners in there, I want to say, because it's a lot of business owners in here. It's a lot of entrepreneurs that do different things. You know, we got Landscape Cakes, Blaze do carpet cleaning. So like, it's just a lot of stuff that goes on. So it's outside of sports, you get a lot of details with just outside life. This is a community/network. Also, to be a part of these, we have different tiers. For the folks that don't play 2K, we got pro level, all-star, and superstar. Okay. Somebody gonna be like, but I play my 2K on all-star level. Hey. All right. We starting off normal, and we're gonna build up there. Okay. Now imagine if I just walked up to you and said, hey man, I need $10 a month. Right now, what you gonna do? You're like, man, I don't know you like that. But with the product we give you right now, we're providing tiers for that. So we want to ease you into it. So wherever you feel generous or wherever you feel like your sports knowledge is, you can join that tier. Tier 1 is the pro level, $2.99 a month. You get a loyalty badge next to your name and live chats. You seen here with the live chats, these folks are already grandfathered in. So if you're new, this is part of the tier 1. Priority comments, meaning, hey, your comment gets jumped to the top. So right now, it may look like we don't have a lot of comments, but when we got a lot of comments, you want to be that one that jumped to the top. And for my shade room people, you know what it means to go to the top. All right. Then you get to join one chat. So all the chats I just named, you get to join one specific one. So make sure you choose the best one. And I can't tell you which one it is because they all are good. Tier 2, you get the same perks from tier 1, but you also get a little bit of extra perks. And with tier 2, that's the all-star level. That's at $4.99 a month. You get member-only videos. You get to join multiple chats. So now you get to jump in and out of different rooms and spark up debates and leave, you know, like some people. I'm not going to say no names. You get to request a topic or a segment nominee. So when we say segments, think of your Done Son, Joe's Not So Average Top 5, Dave's Dog Pound. You ain't going to say Dog House now. It's the Dog Pound. So you get to add segment nominees. And you get to request a topic. So like I said, if you got somebody that you want to talk about and you know ESPN not going to talk about it, when you join that all-star tier, you can hit us up and we'll add it to the show. Now, this is the big boy level, right? This is tier 3. This is the superstar level. It's $9.99 a month. Remember I said we're going to walk up and be like, that's my part. That's my bike pump for the folks that know. But you get to join the R2L chat, which is the chat that was exclusive to folks who only came on the show. So now you know where I'm going with this. You get everything from tier 2 and 1, but you get to be a guest on the show. So Matt, if you're a new person that's joining the network, joining the wave, you're like, hey, I want to come on the show, and you want to drop your $10, come on. You also get to be a part of the award show. You get real plaques, not just like those little plaques that you get from the dollar store. You get real plaques with your name on it. And you get to see it on the page. Go to the Refuse to Lose page on Instagram to see some of these things already because we've been doing it. It's active. It ain't nothing we just came up with. And we get plaques to the top performers. You just don't get it. We don't give away participation trophies over here.
Kindergarten.
Exactly. Okay, you want a little medal? No, we don't do that. All right. And you get member shout outs. So again, tier 3, you get everything you get from tier 1 and 2, but you get a little bit extra perks. And for all the folks, whatever tier you choose to join at, we appreciate it from the bottom of our hearts, and we're going to keep giving you great quality content. But the more you donate, the better the quality of the product gets. And I think Joe got a blackout. So while he fixing that.
I'm here. I don't know why it's not letting me switch over.
All right.
I don't know what it is, but yeah. All right. I guess I might just be like a You ever watch Surviving R. Kelly, the dude that
Bro, you don't put the voice on? So it was me at 3 a.m. and
I don't know what's going on with my camera. I don't know, but
it's all good. They did it at the right time because we about to exit out. We about to exit stage left. But before we do that, I just want to say shout out to Baseball with Teddy right quick. Teddy drops 3 episodes a week, and I think he just dropped the episode today. Correct me if I'm wrong. He dropped the episode today. I want to tell you this though, for the folks that don't really watch baseball and think it's not that entertaining, I watched baseball in person. It's worth it. It's worth it. After you watch it in person, and you really still, if you didn't want to watch it in person, you still on the fence, go check out Baseball with Teddy. I promise you, my man gonna make you want to watch at least 2 or 3 baseball games. You might not watch the whole game, but you gonna want to tune in. There was a few good ones last week. Don't watch. You can watch college, but some people got blown out. We're not gonna talk about that. I'll let you go check out Baseball with Teddy with that one. All right.
Yeah, and like with the new rules, you know, like the pitches are time now. It's much faster. It's more high scoring. You know, so I mean, somebody, what is it called, 24-2 in college?
Yeah, that was LSU.
Matter of fact, the Angels. I mean, the Angels put up like 28 runs, something like that, the other night, and then they lost the next game, which makes no sense.
I'm gonna tell you this though, Teddy, you might like this one. The Astros might need to go back to cheating. That's what happened. That's what happened their last game.
All right, so let's get some last words in. Look, light the beam. Shout out to Trent. Light the beam, man. And look, that's Commanders. Kings, free agency coming. My man Monty McNair got something stirred up. Championship run next year. Denver, watch out. Commanders, we'll just wait till NFL come out. Hey, we got some more NFL topics coming up. We're gonna do some panels. Y'all hear more what I gotta say about NFL. Make sure y'all tune into we're not gonna be here tomorrow, but make sure y'all here on Wednesday. We had a crazy debate in the NFL chat, and we was like, you know what, we're gonna bring this on the show. Make sure y'all available Wednesday, and they both said I'm there. So make sure y'all tune in Wednesday show. Facts.
And this will give you another live preview of what happens in the chat. How one small question can make it to the show. So again, like the videos, subscribe, and join and become a member. I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's really gonna be worth it. Last words, Wizards, keep doing your thing, man. I mean, we got laughed out. Remember when we traded Bradley Beal for all them picks, and everybody was like, "But you ain't getting nothing back but a bag of chips." That was a big bag of chips because my boy was in his bag after that. We got rid of Chris Paul. We got Jordan Poole. So many things happened in the last 2 weeks. But, you know, I don't want to say trust the process, but trust the process. All right. And Dallas, I mean, when training camp sparks up, we'll see what happens. But at this moment, I really don't have any questions for the defense. It's all on Dak. Like, I might be in the chest defending them at this point, but it's really all on him, bro. Like, you went out there, you threw 15 interceptions, and you missed 5 games. Like, that says a lot. And people are already on your back about your character and on the field, not off the field. You mustered up them tears and then you try to win some people back. You know, I was like, nah, bro. You still threw them 15 interceptions and lost to the Niners. All right. So fix that. Also, one more thing. Kyrie was out here running routes. Which sport y'all think is tougher? And I'll leave that for the chat.
That's why I posted it. Hey, Kevin ain't said nothing about it though, but another topic.
Yeah, I gotta go because I'm gonna say something crazy.
All right, we got a chat. Make sure y'all get into those chats. That's all we got for y'all today, and we'll see y'all next episode.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.